It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds a man right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Nix off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing on first down, Nix finds his running back, Audric Estime. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
They'll go again with Estime. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. They'll nod, they'll agree, they'll welcome the reinforcements every time. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Right. Here we go.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here we go, shot. Right.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Why not? Right.
Fields on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Alpha. Here we go. Good. Go.
Fields to throw it. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they take him down right along the 30.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Don't jump. Ready?
They've got a man in motion.
Right.
That one's complete, right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here we go. Right.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Estime. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Estime with another carry. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's a handoff to Estime. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give right side for Estime. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Chased out to his right. He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Estime. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Nix from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields on first down. Hall there to haul it in. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Here we go.
First down throw for Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it, and he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go, Scott. All right.
From the 41. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Got all of it, but no good. He needed a touch more to clear that crossbar. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yep. Here we go. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Right.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Trade. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Don't jump. Ready?
He'll throw it. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A pistol snap, Fields. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Estimate gets it going left. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. He rolls to his right. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. From the gun, here's Estime. He finds space for a few yards that time. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Working quickly here. Now Nick's on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. At the 20. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets need only one to take the lead. Less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Nix now to throw. To the right and hauled in by Jones. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones reels it in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
There's no negatives ever on a great sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Oh, love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run.
Here we go.
Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Jets have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Hall running between the tackles. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Ken.
2nd and 10 now. He's got a man left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Right.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Go.
From the red red zone now. Able to hit home, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Here we go, son. Set.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
March right. Set high.
Trying again, Hall. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Jets now lead by 10. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff running right. Here's Estime. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Play action with Nix. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Nix. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he is to throw. Flush down out to his left. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the three, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Hey, Ken.
They put a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's Hall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. He created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Headed out right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. So the win goes to the Jets. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions.